Now this ought to be a good time.
So what is going on, guys? DTZ Exporter here, and today I'm bringing you guys the full main Easter egg tutorial on Der EISENDRACHE. I'm going to be breaking it down for you guys. I got links to the other tutorials for other parts of this Easter egg in this video for you guys, and then we're going to break it down step by step and give you guys some tips and tricks on how to beat the final boss. Okay guys, so to start off this tutorial, you guys are going to want to go ahead and build and upgrade all of the bows. So what I'm going to do here, guys, is I'm going to link you guys on screen. If you are watching on mobile, you can check the description for more links to these tutorials. I have them up on the YouTube channel. I'm going to also annotate them so you'll be able to click on them as well. But I'm going to let you guys go ahead and get to this step. You can pause the video here. After you have all the bows upgraded, we're going to continue on to the next step. Okay, so next up, this doesn't really have to be done right away, but it's good to have it done. You're going to want to build the Ragnarok GG4 or the gravity spikes, and I do also have a tutorial for these on the channel. I'm going to link you guys here on the screen and in the description, so go ahead, get that built. You can pause the video here if you'd like, and then we'll continue on to the first step of the actual Easter egg. Okay, so first off here, you guys are going to want to go ahead and have someone with the regular Wrath of the Ancients bow come down to the teleporter and shoot the little balls on the Tesla coils at the top of the teleporter. Now, it's going to make them glow. Once you shoot all of them with charged shots, it's going to make another noise, and you'll be signified that you have done this step. Now, you're going to have to be quick. The person who had the Wrath of the Ancients bow needs to go over and grab one of the upgraded bows. Doesn't matter which one, but you got to have one for the next step. Okay guys, the next step is going to be something you're going to have to do quick. You only have one chance per round to do this, but you're going to hear a noise, which is sort of like an electric shock through like power lines or whatever. I don't know what you want to call it. You're going to hear a noise. All you're going to have to do is run around the map, and there's going to be some objects located in various places that are going to be sparking. All you have to do is shoot a regular arrow shot at it, and it will cause it to stop sparking. You're going to have to do this 4 times during the round with about 2 minutes relief time in between. If you don't find it within 2 minutes, another noise is going to go off signifying that you've failed, and you'll have to start over the next round. Now, it starts at the beginning of every round, so you'll have a chance to do it every round, but we recommend getting this done as fast as possible and setting locations for you guys so that like you have one player on this side of the map, the other player on the other, so you don't like check the same locations for the same sparking object. Once you do this, it's going to make a noise signifying that you've done it correctly, and then you'll be able to continue on to the next step. Okay guys, now that you've completed that step, refer to that anytime you're going to have to go back in time, because after you teleport once, you'll have to do it again to be able to teleport back in time if you miss something. But to continue on here, once you are back in time, you're going to want to go ahead and make your way over to this corner of the map and pick up the little blue cylinder that's glowing. All you got to do is press and hold square to pick up anything in the map. So after you picked up that, you got to go around to one of the tables, and you'll see a little fuse on. All you got to do is press and hold square to pick it up. If you picked it up, you will hear a little noise signifying that you have picked it up. Sometimes it does randomly spawn. We've had it, I guess, in a couple locations, so definitely look around for that. Then make your way over to Dr. Groff in the safe. As soon as he closes it, you're going to have 3 symbols appear on the right-hand side. All you got to do is remember those for when you teleport back, because as soon as you get back, you need to be kind of quick about going on to the next step. Make sure to not kill any zombies when you get back, or end the round. If you end the round, you'll have to teleport again, because the symbols on the safe change every single round.
What the hell just happened?
Mechanical monster returns to hunt us once more.
Okay guys, so for the next step, like I said, do not end the round here, or you're going to have to go get another code from teleporting back in time. However, you're going to want to have one player or yourself go up to the death ray and press and hold extra square on the fuse location. As you see here, it's going to start sparkling blue when you do place a fuse inside, and then make your way over to the opposite side of the death ray. Press and hold square or X on the gauge there, and it will turn from death to protect mode. This is very important, as you'll need this to enter in the code over at the panels that I will show you guys in the next step. Okay guys, on to the next step. Like I said, be sure to have the death ray on protect. You're going to have to either you call or someone else call the death ray, and then head over to the computer terminal. You'll see in a second and enter in the combination you saw on the safe. All you got to do is press and hold square or X on the monitor that has a symbol. You got to do it in order from top to bottom, the 3 symbols. Once you enter that in, you're going to hear a noise confirmation that says you did it. As long as the death ray is active at the time, that does mean that you are good to go and enter in the combination. Otherwise, the monitors will not be glowing. Again, you have to make sure you do this on the same round that you teleported, or the code is going to change. It is not going to work. Okay guys, make your way down to the safe now, and it will be open as long as you entered in the correct code. You will see some items in there, along with basically like little electric generator things in there, and then you'll see another key chip that you have to pick up by holding square or X if you're on Xbox One. Once you pick that up, you guys are going to want to go ahead and make your way back up to the death ray, and I will explain the next part in just a second. Okay guys, so next up you gotta go place those 2 electric generators in the certain pillars part of the death ray. All you gotta do is press and hold square or X to activate them, and you'll see me placing them here. There's 2 of them that are missing. All you gotta do is put them in there, and you are all set. Be sure that the death machine is set to death again. Do not set it on protect, or the next step will not activate. As long as the death ray is set to death, if you get the next step correct, it should be good to go. That is one of the things that a lot of people are getting confused on. Does it have to be in protect or death again? It needs to be set to death for the next Easter egg step to work. Okay guys, so the next step is going to be playing Simon Says on the computer terminal upstairs and down by the rocket. You'll have to do it on both. All you got to do basically is watch the pattern at the bottom. It's going to change every time if you mess up or do it incorrectly, like I said. So once you get that correct on the first one upstairs, the left Tesla coil thing of the death ray will be glowing, and then you can do it again down by the rocket. If you complete that one, the Tesla coil should be glowing as well, and then you guys will be ready for the next step of the Easter egg. Okay guys, next up, once both of the balls at the top are glowing, all you have to do is go to the back of the death ray, press and hold square or X on this green little button on the back, and it's actually going to zap Tank Dempsey 1.0 out of the rocket. He's going to come crashing back down to Earth. Now, once that has happened, all you're going to have to do is go back down to his body, and I'm going to explain the next step in detail right now for you guys. Okay, guys, down by the rocket that landed or crash landed, you're going to see the reveal generator on the ground. Press and hold square to pick that up, and that's now in your inventory. Next up, you're going to have to make your way down to the soldier or knight that is laying on the table. There'll be a slot that will fit perfectly for the reveal generator. All you got to do is press and hold square again on that slot, and it's going to make a little electric effect and spawn a keeper soul. Now, next up, you're going to have to follow this keeper around the map. He's going to stop at certain locations, and you're going to see these symbols on the wall. You have to stand on the little white circle that he has spawned in front of him, and then you're going to have to kill zombies with the bows. Now, each spot is going to correlate with a different bow. It's random every game. So, the way to determine the actual bow you have to use is to look at the outline of your HUD. On your HUD, you're going to have a different color that corresponds with which bow. Blue would be lightning, greenish color would be the wolf bow, purple would be the void bow, and a reddish orangey color would be the fire bow. Now, once you're done charging the souls, he's going to move to all the other locations. I'm going to speed this up for you guys because it does take a little while to do that. One way or another, you guys are going to get to one of the keeper charge locations. It's actually going to be missing its symbol on the wall. What you're going to have to do is actually go back in time again, and Dr. Groff isn't going to be there anymore. Make your way over to this little rectangular security box over here and keep mashing X or square on your controller until it opens up. You'll actually be able to pick up the missing symbol from this box. All you got to do is when you get back to reality, go ahead, walk over to the keeper, and press and hold square or X again where the symbol is missing, and it will place it there, and you will be able to charge this location with the keeper. The keeper moves to random locations, so it's not always going to be the first one, and you can get this at any time, but you will need it to progress farther in the Easter egg. Okay guys, once your keeper manifests itself as a normal keeper again, it's going to actually make its way down to sort of the pyramid area, and you're going to hear a nice little audio quote from Groff on the moon getting invaded by said keeper infestation. The keepers are actually going to bring the MPD device, if you remember from the moon map, back to where the pyramid is down in the pyramid room. It's going to transfer those and then become a pyramid. It's going to be closed though when it gets here. You're going to notice that one of the blue cylinders is actually missing. All you're going to have to do is walk over, press and hold square on that location, and it will place the one that you picked up way earlier on in the Easter egg. After this step, you guys are going to want to prepare, because this is basically the last step before the fight. You guys are going to need fully charged Ragnaroks. Everyone who's in the game needs them fully charged for the next step. I'm going to explain it in detail how to activate and get into it in a second. However, I do want to emphasize that you're going to need full pack-a-punch weapons, and good gobblegum is recommended to help you through this boss fight. Okay, guys, once you are 100% certain that you guys are prepared to fight this boss, there's no turning back from this step. If you die, it's game over. You got to start over again. Have your whole team with the charged Ragnaroks ready to go. You have to have them, everyone who's in the game, standing on one of the blue squares that you use to activate low gravity mode, and ready with the Ragnaroks. And then you have to time it. It doesn't have to be exact, but once you are ready to go, have everyone place their charged Ragnaroks down in trap mode on the square, and it's going to teleport you guys to the boss room for the boss fight. Now, in the next part, I'm just going to explain to you guys the best way to fight and defeat this boss, and how his attacks affect you, and how to prevent damage from them. Okay guys, so here it is, the big boss fight. I'm going to explain a lot of things to you guys, play at normal speed right now, and then I'm going to speed it up to the very end of the fight so you guys see what happens. But it's going to be the very same steps for each time to attack him. So to start off with, you guys are going to have to use your Ragnaroks to defeat the boss. He's going to spawn skeletons, he's going to spawn things that slow you down, eventually pins or soldats will spawn, dogs will spawn, all that stuff. There'll be little lava things you can't step on, and a lot of things that are going to be attacking you. Basically, the only thing you really have to worry about is conserving your bow ammo. Your bow ammo is going to be the only thing that actually hurts them, so you're going to need to use those pack-a-punch guns to shoot everything else and time it just right. Now, as soon as the boss is ready to do a lightning charge attack, you're going to see a lightning ball in the center of the map. One player is going to have to drop their Ragnaroks in trap mode at the center of that circle, and then you will be ready to attack the boss. He will manifest himself as a normal person, as you will see in a second here, and you'll see this little glowing orange mark on him. You guys have to then shoot charged shots at that glowing spot until you weaken him. Once you do it roughly about 3 times per health, he has about 3 health points, so you have to do this 3 times 3 times for a total of 9 like charged hits on him. You'll get a max ammo each time. Now after the first time, he's going to actually disappear and spawn Panzer Soldats. You're going to want to go ahead and have the people who already use the Ragnarok kill the Panzer Soldats with their guns, because that will let their Ragnarok charge up again. You do not get a max ammo unless you actually cause enough damage to the Keeper to take away one of its sort of health points. Once you get that max ammo, make sure to conserve all your bow stuff, as again, that is the only thing that's going to hurt this boss. So I'm going to go ahead, guys, and speed this video up to you to the last hit that we get with the Keeper boss, and then we're going to make our way to the final step in the end game cutscene, and you will unlock your achievement. Okay guys, now that you are back in the real world, look at the pyramid over at the circular area. All you have to do is press and hold square or X on it, and you will put the summoning key there and take it out, essentially receiving the charge from that Keeper. Next, make your way back up to the computer terminal at the death ray, press and hold square or X on it, and it is going to activate the final cinematic ending of this Easter egg. It's going to be a little long here, guys, and it has a cutscene at the end, but as soon as the cutscene ends, you will unlock the achievement, My Brother's Keeper. So, without further ado, guys, this is the end of this Easter egg tutorial. I had a lot of fun making it for you guys and a lot of fun playing. I really appreciate the help I got from the team as well. Shout out to Resortified, Conway, and Sagittarius for doing all that with me. We had a lot of fun doing it, and I wouldn't mind doing it again, to be completely honest with you guys. Again, shout out to Treyarch for making this awesome Easter egg. If you guys have any questions at all, please leave a comment below, and I will try to assist you if I see the comment. And like the video, really helps us out, and subscribe for latest zombie content first.